he's thinking about me every night. Oh, that's sweet like a soul. Sneaking sleep, baby, I know that's that me, Espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo. Sneaking sleep, baby, I know that's that me, Espresso. I can't relate to desperation. Might give a fucks. Are on vacation, and I got this one boy, and he won't stop calling when they act this way. I know I got him. Your budget X don't do it for you. Walked in drinking juice for you. Start standing up perfume for you. Yes, I know nothing to it for you. That only coffee food for you. Won't touch my brand new for you. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, that's me like it's so. Sneaking sleep, baby, I know that's that me is so. Live it up, down, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo. Sneaking sleep, baby, I know that's that me is so. I'm working late, 'cause I'm a singer. Oh, you look so cute, wrapped around my finger. My twisted humor, make it laugh so often. My honeybee, couldn't get this pollen. Too bad your ex don't do it for you. Walked in and drinking juice for you. Start standing up perfume for you. Yes, I know nothing to it for you. That only coffee food for you. Won't touch my brand new for you. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, that's me like it's so. Sneaking sleep, baby, I know that's that me is so. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo. Sneaking sleep, baby, I know that's that me is so. Thinking about me every night. Oh, that's me like it's so. Sneaking sleep, baby, I know that me is so. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo. Sneaking sleep, baby, I know that's that me is so. Is it that sweet like it's so?
And welcome in, boys. This is Espresso NBA Fantasy Week 5 in the books. Let's go. This is huge. I am the commissioner dominator here, and we will welcome in the actual commissioner of the league, who is on a 2-game losing streak, boys, and he's pixelated as it gets. So let's bring him in, the commissioner, Alex Rosso.
Hello, Blairy.
Evening, mate.
Good to see the cameras are working again. It's fantastic. Not
Cranberry
really.
and potato, yep. Working fantastically.
Well, that's pissed me off. How are you, my friend? You'd be flying, wouldn't you? You'd be absolutely flying, wouldn't you?
Yeah, in terms of NBA, I am absolutely flying, yes. Get another win, knock off the commish. Big deal this week for my team as well. Moved a few of my boys, but I brought in we can talk about it during the ep, but I brought in the LeBron James, very up and about.
So you commemorated it by wearing his jersey today?
Yes, I'll be wearing it to bed also, and hopefully the Dale is interested.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're not black and 6'8", so I don't see how,
Or have a big piece.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you had an Alex Rosso jersey, it might be different, but this is not the case, unfortunately. Well, mate, what a week. We got a lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about.
We do.
And it's
ridiculous amounts.
It's really interesting because we had a big weekend in the old Div 1, and hello to all the Div 2s out there as well. It's fantastic to see all of them getting absolute abuse hurled at me. I mean, I can't really do much more. I've changed laptops, internets, changed states, it's still the same thing, so fuck you, Riverside.
I got that for you, reckon?
Yeah, I've fucking had a gutful. So I think if we just reassess it, it's been probably the biggest week in fantasy, at least in the last couple of years. We haven't had trades go down like that. We had number 1 picks move around. We had number 2 picks move around. We had 3-team trades. We'd never had a 3-team deal go around. What's going on?
I reckon we've never been in the situation 5 weeks in where there's been such a discrepancy in the ladder, where you've got a bunch of guys up the top with wins and a bunch of guys down the bottom with fuck all wins. And I think the guys down the bottom have been forced to make a move.
Yeah,
That being,
Well,
especially your brother Schnozzy, he's gone hard.
I found it interesting he pulled it off as well to try in this week the very big win that he needed, as we've always heard from,
Yep.
against his housemate. It didn't pay off for him, and we'll get into that. There's plenty to get into. But mate, look, I mean, first of all, there's been a hot streak of guests going on, and I'd like to welcome in our guest for week. What are we? Week 5? No, week 6.
Week 6.
Week 6. We're going into week 6. Big hot streak of guests, which is absolutely incredible. We had first of all the Cheekster, who is undefeated since his appearance on the podcast. We had Nicholas Russo.
Good little Roman.
Yeah, well, it wasn't because Nick got fucked this week, so it didn't really work out for the big fella. But I mean,
did we expect anything less from Nico?
Not really. Now this week, mate, we have got a really big guest, and I'm talking not only spiritually, I'm talking physically.
Like physically,
he's
a specimen.
Guest. He's a massive guest.
Fills up the camera.
Absolutely, yeah, a big camera. Yeah, I hope he's got a wide lens. But anyway, he's got our next special guest. He's got a record of 29 out of 58 wins over the last 4 years, a 50% rate. Ticks along really, really nicely. He's got an average finishing position of 6th in our Div 1 league. He is also known as the robber of other GMs after the heist he pulled last year to get Giannis, which we won't go into again because that's, just
no,
ridiculous.
We could.
No,
we should.
don't have to. His teams over the last 4 years have had an average points of 998 a week, which is pretty decent, I would have thought.
Has he played finals?
Yes, he has. He's had a finals appearance. He had a top 3 appearance as well.
Yep.
His highest score of 1456. Very impressive. Lowest score of 612, which I don't think Harrow's achieved yet. Getting Harrow, well done, mate. Good work this week. He's released 11 studio albums, 57 singles. He's got 11 number ones on the Billboard rock charts and 32 million records. I am talking about, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan, the Foo Fighters, the Pretender Pal.
Well, it's the big show. Yes, it's a big bad show tonight.
Welcome in, Nath, the big show.
Thank you very much, boys.
Oh.
What an intro.
I don't know if I've
You put that together, Alex.
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing about it is I don't know if I've ever seen a man quite like Nathan, the specimen that he is, the plumber that works in Maui, be able to obviously work a computer as well as what he does. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, he's got a better webcam than I do. What the fuck's going on?
I was
with that?
about to say, the thing that's getting the best out of this is Nathan's camera is way better than yours. What are you running down there?
Well, I know what it is because I'm looking at the other screen now, and when I don't move, it doesn't pixelate. So I'm just going to sit in this same position the whole time, and hopefully it works. We'll move on.
It just did.
Well, Nathan looks like Picasso right now, and you look like Chico drawing with the left hand. So,
Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Anyway,
At
no,
least the
how are
magic
you, mate?
jersey's blurred, so that's a plus.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, mate, it's just about as blurry as Miami's season, is what I've heard. So, you know, fuck, don't know what's going on down there.
no, they only care about making 8th spot. Remember, Alex? That's all
Yeah.
they care about.
That's all they care about. That's right. And then playoff Jimmy rocks up and they make the final somehow in some mysterious way. Nathan, thank you for joining us, mate. Tell us, first of all, before we get into the podcast, tell us, first of all, how you're feeling about your season. You've copped a lot of stick. Well, let's remember, you have copped a lot of stick for a man that is 4-1 and sitting beautifully. I mean, just tell us what your perception of your side and if there's anything you'd like to say to the haters out there.
Yeah, it started well, and like you boys have said a couple of times, the mid to lower tier boys have really picked up for me and pushed along. But as soon as Luca went down this week and had a bit of a lean run with a couple of the other decent boys, it just wasn't great. So, and then obviously, like it's been pointed out, I've got the lowest out of the sort of probably top 5 or 6 of points for. So we'll see how it goes. It'll pick back up. I have faith. It'll pick back up.
Are you...
It does show quickly this week. Sorry, apologies.
No, go, Blair. You go.
Good.
It does show this week. You two both missed Luca and Joker, and you both got cooked.
Yeah.
So NBA very fickle in fantasy. If you lose that best player for a couple of games, you're in big trouble.
Nath, are you concerned about Luca's absences that have been happening this early in the season?
Yes and no. He played through what he got injured with and what he's out for, so I'm hoping it's only a week or two, and we'll see how we go from there. And
What's he done? Wanking wrist or
sprained his wrist?
fucking?
Yeah.
He does look
But
like kind of.
He
guy
did it in the
with a jerk
first
the
quarter
corner.
and then played the last 3 quarters. He played another 30 minutes after it, so it can't be that bad. So that's what I'm holding on to anyway. We'll see.
Well, that's fantastic here. So, Nath, if I give you another 4 weeks, what do you reckon your record will sit at after this week?
4 more weeks from now. What? Probably. I'm playing top boys. I think I'm playing you, Kamish, then Blair, then Dan. I think in the next 3.
Oh,
So-
you got a big month.
If I can win 1 to 2 out of the next 4, I'm not going to be that upset, especially if Lucas stays out for a bit. So if I end up 5 and 3, I'd be okay with it. 6 and 2, happy. Less than that, yeah, not great.
Producer Blair, I know my screen looks like shit now, but tomorrow morning when the crystal clear picture fucking comes in for some mysterious reason, if you can just click the bit where he said, I'm facing the top boys in the next 3 weeks, and then mention my name first, that would be thoroughly appreciated as my producer.
I'm mentioning that because that's who I'm playing this week, not in order.
Nah, mate, you said the
In
top
any
boys.
sense, is that
I'm
not in
winners
order?
and the top boys. No, mate, it's a pleasure
You're-
to have you on. This is fantastic.
I didn't think we'd ever get Nath on out of all the people in here. I thought Nath would be one of the few that
It was only
might
because
not
it was
participate.
the early one. If it was 8:30, no chance. In
Yeah,
bed.
no.
Oh, it's nearly your bedtime now, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's past it, actually. It's absolutely past
it
it.
is.
Alrighty, well, Mr. Gibson, should we get into the weekly NBA? NBA? Look, bit of an update. I'm getting fucking barraged here. I might just turn my camera off.
Well,
I think-
deservingly so. I haven't seen your face in a
yeah,
while.
I'm turning it off. I can't do it anymore. I'm copping it, and it is deservingly so. I have no fucking idea what's going on. And you watch, you'll upload a clip tomorrow, and I'll look like Brad Pitt compared to you two fucking muppets. It's unbelievable. I don't know what's going on here.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
Talking yourself up.
I'll fix it up. I'll do some jigging around. Anyway, okay. So, Mr. Producer, do you have the news?
Oh,
His,
now the
his
sound
audio.
going.
Oh no, his audio's going too. Oh no, Alex, what are you doing?
Do you need some money? Do you need to pay the bills?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure
No.
me and Blair can split it for you. It'll be fine.
He's paying for
I-
dial-up down there. I've got no doubt about it.
I run multi-million-dollar projects out of this fucking office, but when I come to fucking get on camera, I look like a spud. It's this Riverside motherfucker bullshit. I don't know what the hell he's done here. Anyway, move on. Okay,
Alex, we've had on 3 guests so far. So far, there's one man that's the denominator.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah.
And it seems to be the commissioner.
But
I don't
also,
know.
to be fair, Nick had a couple of issues last week, so maybe it's something to do with the last name.
It could be a
Oh,
Russo thing, as we know.
Yeah, it could be a Russo thing. Who fucking knows? Anyway, my speed's fucking fantastic, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, move on. So, NBA news. Can you please play my sound, or we're not going to play my sound? What's...
Well, why didn't, mate?
Thank you. Fuck. Oh, at least I can take your shirt off now. Ah,
Is
well,
Steph
all
getting
right.
changed in the background?
No, she's not. She's not done. All right. So first of all, latest news out of last week. Well, for the weeks this has gone, but De'Aaron Fox and Franz named Player of the Week, which I think was probably warranted in their respective conferences. De'Aaron Fox that week had an average of 50.5 points per game, so it'd be a bit stiff not to get it. But looking very, very good at the moment. What else have we got? Speaking of Franz, I mean, we spoke about this last week. Is it time for someone to think about getting rid of him? It's a bit of trade haul. I did a bit of digging during the week, Blairy, actually.
Did you? Were you going to go get him, were you?
No. I'm very, you know me, like, apart from my shocking internet, right? Apart from my shocking internet, one of the things I'm very good at is my research, right? I've gone back through the archives of this season. Franz, while Paolo, or Pablo, we'll fucking call him whatever I want, really, he's my boy, was in the team, he did not score over 20 once in fantasy.
No, I looked earlier myself too because I was watching a few Franz videos and I thought, is this make believe or is he a genuine star?
No, he's a genuine star, but I'm talking about more fantasy. I'm talking about more fantasy value. So if you got a guy like that, what are you doing? Nath, give us your take. What do you think should be
Have
done
you got
about
him, Nath?
Franz?
I mean, he can try and sell him high, but everybody knows what happens when Paolo comes back. So you might get a tiny bit more right now, but you just got to enjoy the run. I think you just take the points he's going to give you because you're not going to get much more for him when everybody knows it's just going to drop off again.
Yeah, that's very true.
I've never been in a group of fantasy like this where people try and trade, and before anything happens, it's already been posted on the fucking group. and
Why is
someone's
that a
bagging
problem though?
someone out
I
for a
don't.
shit.
We had this. Let's have this argument
Because then the trade doesn't get done because someone gets bagged out.
So
Well, I mean, if
what?
Alex puts in Joker for Franz, I promise I won't say anything. We'll just see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm sure out of all people that's going to do something like that.
No, don't be fucking silly. Anyway.
Good to see you've got the internet working again, Alex.
Oh no, it's
Kinda.
probably still shit house. So I'm just gonna fucking leave it. Whatever. I'm telling you right now, I'm fucking retiring. Maybe get Dan on. I'm fucking done with this shit. The amount of I'll just try and make a good time for the Div 1 and Div 2 boys, and I'm getting fucking rinsed. Like absolutely fucking rinsed. Right, absolutely. It's ridiculous. Anyway, very good point. But anyway, we'll move on. So Cleveland has finally lost. Is the other bit of news. Thank God, Boston beat them. Going to be interesting to see where they go compared to the end of the year. Connect 4 record rookie record for 9 3-pointers. Not
He's
bad.
a star,
not
isn't
bad. Yeah. The other news of the week, which I have wanted to address all week, is the Magic Lakers game. Now, it's not a big deal, Blair. It isn't a big deal. It's only regular season, but
I think it was a big deal to you, mate.
I think it. Did you?
You were
see-
posting on their Twitter feed, sending them fucking posts like you
Because-
just won the grand final.
There is nothing.
It was game 15 of the
there
NBA
is
season.
Nothing better than beating the Lakers in LA with that fucking Gumby Austin Reeves. That if he gets hit by a truck,
Hey, that's Nate's boy. That's
Oh,
Nate's
yeah.
boy. Leave him alone.
And I'm still on him.
Fuck about that shit. If honestly, wouldn't mind another helicopter just quietly for that cunt. I hate the bloke. I am fucking that far off.
He'd
Why
be
do
the
you hate
second
Austin-
best
why do you
player
hate-
on your team.
Why do you hate Hillbilly Kobe so much?
No, I don't. I just don't like him. Him and his shit haircut, and he averages 13 points a game, and he's a fucking superstar. He's shit. He's fucking
You realise your team's full of a bunch of white imports that everyone fucking hates?
shit. Yeah, but they're good. So I don't. I mean,
No.
what do you want? What do you
That's
fucking
what he's
want?
running with.
I do like Connect. though.
He's sending
Connect
back to
gets
Europe,
me.
mate.
Connect isn't arrogant. Fucking Austin Reeves is an arrogant bloke. Anyway, I have some other news that I think is very relevant to our fantasy league. Not a big deal, but it's some very relevant. What I like to call the big in the first season, there was always one person that got dropped to the waivers, brought back up, dropped to the waivers, brought back up, just like a fucking bounce of a basketball. Oh, I'm flying here,
Who is
flying
it this
tonight,
year?
the big rust dog. And it's very, 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 very sad to say that DeAnthony Melton is going to miss the rest of the season with an ACL sprain. And I think we need to mention people like that have just been bounced around in our league off waivers because it's upsetting. It's like a spirit animal. So get your rest, big fella. Hope that goes well for you. Doncic out for at least a week.
Old Gorgonzola finds himself on many rosters too, I reckon.
He does, yeah, he does. Geez, that nickname stuck for him, doesn't it? Fuck, not bad. Doncic,
Yeah, it did. I was happy with that
Doncic
one.
out at least a week. I was saying that was 3 days ago, so he's still probably got
When
another.
did he play? Did he play at all this week, Nath?
Nah, he only played one game and then that was it. So he's meant to play 4, but he only played 1.
Yeah, and he's probably not going to play most of this week either. I presume he's only going to. Well, if they played 4 last week, Dallas, they're probably going to only have 2 or 3 games this week. So you got to try.
He'll be out for 2 weeks, I reckon, and then back.
Yeah, absolutely. And I get Durant back this week, so stiff. Going to be an interesting sort of setup. Apart from that, not a lot of other news going around. Oh, Embiid's still out. Shocked me. Nothing really surprising there. Another week, Embiid's still on Jake's roster. So, I mean, anyone going to try and get him at all for anything? He was actually
No.
shopped around this week.
Not
in
the
some of those
Jason
options.
Tate.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. Grant Williams.
In
ACL.
other news, Alex, does it surprise you that Gravel's popped back up in the group?
I don't think that's surprising to anyone, Blair. All you have to do is look at the NFL fantasy results, right? And that's the reason why it's not surprising. So, Look, it's good to hear his voice again. Good to hear his comments and, little dishes out. And I love it. I do love it. But you got to be consistent with it. Don't just disappear. Just don't disappear. That's all we ask for.
You're
And
getting
that's it.
rinsed. You're getting rinsed in the chat right now.
Am I really? Oh, no. What now?
Oh, yes. No one can see or hear you, mate.
What? Ah. All right.
Nate comes on. He doesn't know how to turn a computer on, and he's
It's
fucking
clear as
crystal
day.
clear.
Talk
Yeah.
amongst yourselves. I will be back in a short second.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Get Nick back in here. Fuck him off. We'll get a different Russo.
Try and get Nick. Oh god. Oh shit. So let's start running through the week. Fuck him,
Yeah.
he's not here.
Otherwise, it'll be a 4-hour podcast.
We'll start. We'll go with you, Nath. Your matchup. I can't remember who you had. I'm trying to bring it up now.
Me and Chico.
You and Chico. Chico on a 2-win streak here, which is nice. Did you stand a chance, or you knew as soon as Luca was gone?
I had,
see you later?
even before that, he had about, I think I counted 8 or 9 more blokes at the start of the week than I did, so I was already on the back foot. And
Yeah.
then a fair few of his waivers and even his main dudes, not one of them dropped below their average the entire week. Like his top scorer
culture.
was Wiggins with 121.
I'm looking now, going, how the hell's he beaten
Yeah.
you with Wiggins as his top scorer?
Yeah. He just had
That's disgusting.
but I had a terrible week too. Like Chico just had a
You were
pretty
sure,
solid
but-
week and just
Sometimes that's not the end of the world because you can bounce back in the next week or two with a better schedule and maybe
Hopefully.
get a few more. And it'd be nice if you're versing Alex this week.
if
Oh,
I can
we
go
all
3 on
wanna-
the trot again,
We all want to knock that maggot off.
we do. So if I can get Mobley and Siakam to have a 4-game week together, I think I've got a decent shot. But other than that, we'll see.
So you're missing Jordan Poole, missed a game or two as
Yeah,
well?
he missed just one.
Okay,
nothing
yeah.
too
He's
crazy.
been very
More-
good, though.
Yeah, he's still averaging 25-ish, so I'm very happy with where I picked him. But yeah, I think Doncic and I've still got, what's his name? Old mate from Portland Center, Aiton. Aiton's been out for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I'm just looking at the list there, and I
Yeah.
can't see it because he obviously didn't play.
Yeah, so if I can get him back as well, then all of a sudden I look a lot healthier, but that's all right.
Yeah. Do you think you're in a good spot still? No issues? You got the 4
Yeah,
you got 4 wins
I said-
already?
Yeah, I said at the start of the year, even after draft, I think I'm going to be one of the dudes who just pushes for finals. I'm not a top 3 team. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, but you just got to get in because as you
Yeah,
saw
that's
what
it.
happens every time I get in, I just fall
Yeah.
apart the wrong time of the year.
Just don't verse Braden and I'll be fine.
Nah, do you think Chico is a good team or do you think he's a little bit like had a good run the last couple of weeks?
Chico's, I think, going to be similar to me. I think at the end of the year, he's going to be mid-pack with me and maybe, say, Dan. I think that's probably the mid-3. Adam, if he can get rid of one of his 15
He's got point guard, shooting guards
disabled
everywhere.
people, then he might have a chance. But I think that's sort of your 3 that are going to be fighting for that last spot.
Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Commissioner.
How's
He's
this
joined
going
us
for
in
you?
portrait
Is that on
mode.
your phone?
Yeah, it's on the phone.
Yeah,
I don't know.
miles better.
Is
Oh,
it
no.
better?
Oh, no.
It's a little bit.
I am not even on my Wi-Fi now. I'm on 5G, cunt. I don't know what is going on. There is something happening, mate. Like this is fucking doing my head in. Like I just sat there and listened to 3 minutes of the podcast you two were doing. Going, I'm not even needed anymore. Just throw me in the bin. Like that's where I'm watching myself here, and I am that fucking blurry. I look like I'm in the 1960s.
It's still just as blurry.
Yeah.
too.
And I'm not even on the wharf. Like, what is this? This is
Hey,
fucked.
you live in Cranbourne. What do you expect?
I was going to say it's got to be Cranbourne. It has
Yeah.
to be.
Was it this bad in camp? No, but I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
What just before we move on to NBA again, what internet are you using? Like Chrome, internet browser, Chrome, Safari, what are you running?
mate, I'm on the Riverside app on the fucking MacBook Blair. Okay, there's not much more.
Oh, yeah,
fucking
they obviously
default.
obviously didn't give you the pro chip, did they? They gave you the base model.
Oh, fuck this thing. Anyway, keep going. Do whatever you're doing. I'll just sit here like a retard.
Well, we
that I am.
just went through a Chico and Nath matchup. Nath's going to bounce back. He thinks the next few weeks better run, get some guys back, and I think you're right for the picking from what I've heard.
Comfortable.
No, I mean, honestly though, no Doncic this week's going to hurt, is it not?
Yeah, but he had a 4 game last week, so it's only I'm going to miss 2 or 3 this week, so it's not so bad. It's yeah.
Any
Wow.
news on Ayton? Is he still gone for a bit
He's
or
just got a finger sprain and he's been out for about 6 games. So who the fuck
too
knows?
many?
Every single game he's questionable and then out right before the game every time.
Yeah. NBA shits me with that because they're out of nowhere. I had Kessler off for 2 weeks, and then out of nowhere, Kessler playing today. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I just
and they
got him across from.
always score a 40 when they're sitting on your bench.
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
game
yeah.
back.
Yes, very annoying.
We'll go across to the matchup between me and Alex.
Yeah, do you want to? You're the winner. Do you want to talk through it first, and then I'll?
I don't think we have to say too much. I just think you were missing Joker. Like you're missing the cheat code, and without if you have the cheat code, play every game for the week, you won't lose many games. And if he misses 2 or 3 of the 4, you're probably not going to win.
Yeah,
I reckon that's the way to sum your team up. You're literally relying on him because he's so good.
Yeah, no, 1,000% right. And when we did the potty last week, I said I would only tip myself if he came back in straight away and he missed the 2 games. So I knew it was going to be a
So
stretch.
did he miss 2 games?
Yeah, he missed 2 games.
So what? That's
He played
118 on his average, or 16.
Yeah, well,
I'm just
looking here because obviously you're not sharing your screen. Is the Joker scored 4 less points than Cat as the top scorer, and he missed 2 games. It's fucked. It's honestly ridiculous. And I just want to once again call out Blair. I want to once again call this out because I had this conversation last night with Chico. How can 2 people, not 1, 2 people on draft day after the go-kart sit there and go, I'm not going to take the number 1 pick. Like, is that just out? And it happened in Div 2 as well. Like, is that just like I cannot comprehend it.
It's just dumb. That's what it is. It's
I
dumb.
just can't comprehend it.
He's averaging 14 more points a game than the next best person in fantasy. 14.
It's fucking.
You actually
ridiculous.
You should almost get a 6-point handicap when you take Joker, I reckon.
It's crazy, isn't it? Unbelievable. But now he's back. Durant's finally back tomorrow. So to kick off,
You got a tough week against him, Nath, if he's running those 2 out.
Yeah.
Probably
But
it's
the only thing that's helped me, I think, I'm looking through your team, and a few of your boys who should be going a lot better, like Bain,
shocking.
and Thomas,
Yeah,
and
Bain's
Buddy,
been,
Bridges. All of them are just not doing much for you.
I offered
Yeah.
Alex a trade for Bain probably a week and a half ago. I'm glad he didn't accept it because I didn't want any piece of him.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just to shout out, if someone tells me in the fucking chat once more to stand up at my stand-up desk, I swear to God, I will rain fucking hell on you.
You are so... This is how rich he is. He's got a
Yeah.
stand-up desk.
But
and
not
it
just
goes
a stand
up and down.
It's electric.
Yeah,
It's
you just
electric
push a
with
button,
settings.
and right now he's running dial-up. So I don't know.
What if it helps? Stand up, try it.
Nah, shut
What
up.
if it
try
helps?
that.
Oh, just because I'm closer to the satellites, it's not going to fucking
Maybe.
help anything.
Try it.
No.
Have you ever thought about getting Elon Musk's internet? Because it might get you
He's
through.
got it.
Dude, I've got it.
Is that what you're running right now?
No, not at home. I've got it.
You're that
Get the
rich.
Starlink,
God,
yeah.
I'll
150
tell you
bucks
what,
a
I will
month.
start paying for it if it's going to mean better fucking internet because it is absolutely shocking. Anyway,
So I feel good. I knocked you off. Commissioner defeated. I had an okay week. Got it done. Brought in LeBron, so I'm pretty happy with that going forward. LeBron and AD, I'm scared.
Yep.
I am worried with certain things, but at the same time, I'm like, if someone has to go against me and the Lakers play 3 or 4 times in a week and the boys have a good week, I'm going to score pretty big.
Until
Yeah,
they trip
maybe,
over each other and then...
That's why I'm petrified. My season's banking on the Lakers.
yeah,
which is a worry.
that-
I'm fucking worried.
yeah. I mean, look, it's Bacon on the Lakers just doing, like, LeBron and AD doing well. I don't think it really matters about the Lakers making playoffs or not
That's
because they
true.
finished well before them. But, yeah, well, I mean, look, it's going to be a really interesting week this week. We will talk about the trades that went down. But, yeah, good week, Larry.
Finish off the
Good on ya.
matchups.
Well done. Yeah, I'm getting there. All right, let's talk about it. Let's
Let's
about
do it. The
big
Dust
one.
Bowl.
Name of the week.
Let's talk about the big one. I saw him 3 or 4 times this week, and fuck me, the tensions were high. They were as high as my stand-up desk. I'm fucking telling you now, mate.
From both?
They-
Like, was there a bit of... Could you sense it from both?
Well, the problem was that Harrow had a massive lead. He had a 150, 200-point lead when Adrian pulled the trade off, something around there. So I think he was quite comfortable throughout the few days. Then the trade went down, and I knew that Harrow was nervous, right? Really fucking nervous, because he gets Wemby in, and he's got a little bit more schedule to play with. And what's today? Today's Monday. So I went there yesterday morning, 8 a.m. Obviously early games, and there they both are with a phone in the hand, watching the mixed jazz. I've got fucking Adrian Hurlin abuse at John Collins. I've got fucking.
He dominated too.
He did it. I got Jake there on the fucking desk chair going, oh no, I don't know, wiping sweat off with his fucking
Fuck, I
phone.
wish
Who
I was
knows?
there.
He was nervous. But anyway, then they came around yesterday afternoon to watch the Grand Prix, and Adrian had forfeited. So it pretty much went how we thought. I thought after the trade it was a big chance, but he couldn't get.
If that trade didn't get done, would it have changed the scores in terms of Adrian's favour? Because I know Ball scored 57.
He lost by 68. So
okay. I didn't know with the players if it changed. Like if he kept that, would have he won or?
No, I don't know because he had a couple more pieces. He had Donovan Mitchell as well. Don't know. Hard to say, really. Hard to say. But Wemby had 35. I don't know. We're never going to know. But well done, Harrow. You've won a game. But I do think now we need to really put the fucking spotlight on the schnoz. Because
it needs to be on like there is absolutely... I don't even know what to say.
Harrow copped it about his team being mud. And we are now sitting in a position where he is no longer last. So...
And put up quite a healthy score.
There is a new trash can, Nath. The potatoes are now in the trash can, is what I would fucking say.
I wish I had one right now.
Yeah. Actually, I do. How did it go, Adrian?
Get it out.
Hello, Adrian. How are you, mate? You good, buddy? Anyway.
One thing I have noticed as well with Adrian, since he's gone 0-5, the Instagram page started off hot. Many posts, weekly best fucking team, weekly fucking trades, everything this, that. Now just one lonely post a week with not much detail. He's turned into gravel.
Anyone who dodges social media or podcasts because they're losing every game is a fucking disgrace. Okay, let's just
yeah.
What a fucking...
How did you manage to get out of that $300 fucking draft day buy-in for you because you came last year with 1-17?
Funny thing, I've come last 2 of the 3 years before this.
No punishment. But at least it's going to be a Russo.
Well, I'm paying for the 3 rings. That's got to be something to start off with. But anyway, we'll move on. I've had 2 draft days at my house as well, so we'll move on with that. What else have we got? We've got, so Adrian,
I think we need a little bit more towards Adrian, just one more little barb. Nath, what do you got for him?
On the spot here. I need to... No. Just...
Hang on, Nate.
Yeah.
Did you watch the podcast we had last week?
Yeah, I know. And
give us something
Nick had days' notice. I had 15 minutes.
Just tell us how big his nose is.
Huge. No. Let's talk about it. Let's proper talk about it.
It's casting a shadow over Alex's satellites. That's how big it is.
I don't mind that because he's just down the road.
All right, I'll do the Adrian bashing for now. Are we ready? This is going to get fucking wild. Adrian Russo. For a man that is 28 years old and stands at 4'3", you should at least try and have some more respect for yourself. You know, when you fucking win, you are a bit like Dan, now that I think about it. When you're winning and you see it in NFL, squawk, squawk, there's no fucking squawking with your NBA team, mate. You are a fucking rabble. You are an embarrassment to this league. And you know, if it was anyone else, I swear to God, it wouldn't actually matter that much. But the fact of the matter is, if we look at your track record, in NFL and NBA, you had the gall to ask people for money because you won the flag when there was no buy-in. Right? That's the first thing that you did that was a fucking mistake. The second thing, you were so convinced last year you were going to win the grand final against Harrow. You already had spent $900 that you didn't have before you won it. Then you rock fucking up here to this league. And you put in a performance at 0-5. I thought there would be a bit of Brisbane Lions about you. Instead, there's fucking Geelong, there's Sydney, there's Collingwood, all over it. Except Collingwood won a flag, so, that'd be silly. Right? How the fuck do you get out of bed every day? How do you constantly have sex with 3 out of 10s knowing that this is in the back of your mind, mate? Like, what the? 0-5?
This is definitely a self-esteem issue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Fucking lift. Who's he got this week? Let's have a look. Oh, jeez, let's have a quick little gander. Oh, he's got Adam. Fuck me.
Oh, another toilet bowl matchup.
Yeah, he's gone from
And
dust
and
to
they've
dust.
just traded with each other. They've done a team swap.
It is unbelievable, which we'll get to. But lift, you little fucking weasel. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
What
I feel
Alex
better
said.
now.
Congratulations, Toe.
well
Nice to get a win on the board. You're back.
So he's only got one more to get, Toe, to beat the record, mate. It's fucking. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Who's
Probably
Toe
against
got?
me. We'll get to that, mate. Don't skip ahead. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Next. Oh, look. I mean, if we were doing power rankings, I'd probably say the next guy, after scoring well over 1,000 2 weeks, in a
Clear
row,
on
is
top.
up there. You reckon?
Yeah,
Oh,
by a
I hope
mile.
we're looking-
Comfortably.
are you-
Hasn't lost a game, and he's just
I'm
scoring
not
massive
talking about
scores.
him. That's not in my sheet. Not in my
What's
sheet.
in your sheet?
I said he'd be top 2, and I'm telling you right now, Josh Cornelius is fucking making a run for it, mate. He is making a run for it. In 2 weeks, hang on a second. Let me have my space. In 2 weeks, he's scored 1,300 points and 1,000. That is very difficult to do when you've got schedules like the NBA does.
We've handled this
Alright.
game already too, Nath. This guy's
Yeah.
fucking off with the Bears.
Oh, yeah.
He just wants to get in on it.
He just wants it.
Anyway, yeah, move on. Go to Braden. Go on. A bit of guidance. We've already done that one, Russ.
We said that when you first came back in, but you're that so slow,
went
you're
through
still
one
waiting
to
for it
get-
to come through.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Watch the inbox light up now. Oh,
Anyway,
Russell,
Alex,
bye-bye.
I mean, Chico, Alex wants to suck you off by the look, so go spend the night with him. Sounds well.
Give me the flowers, but-
Braden, Doss, Lizard, just taking the piss at the moment.
Yeah.
And a destruction of Gibbo, like one of the bigger destructions you'll see. I don't know what else to say. Gib flipped his team on this week, thinking my season's done, so can he turn it around? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at his team this morning and just thought, fuck me. If his power forwards or centers can score a little bit, he's going to have some massive weeks. So congratulations, Braden. You are 5-0. Gibbo to 1-4. Move on to the last matchup of the week. Gravel going up against Nick Russo. Nick was talking about feeling himself a bit when he was on the other week, just thinking he's going to have a little crack, Essendon style, win some games, he said. It's not looking good for that, Nico. You've won one.
Same as Harrow.
Yeah, interesting.
Nick belongs, Nick lives in the toilet. He should be a plumber. He is a plumber. I know.
Well, I tell you what, I don't remember after 5 weeks in fantasy, we've had 3 clear-cut fucking horrible teams. Have we?
Can I
The finals are almost
again,
fucking solid. There's only 2 more teams that can make it.
This is our 4th year of NBA fantasy, and the Russos as a whole have never had a winning record ever. Combine them together, and they have never had a winning record.
No, I understand.
And right now, combined, they're sitting 4-12. Does that add up?
No, that's 4 and 10. I think.
2,
Sorry.
4, and 5.
That's
So
10,
11.
11.
11. I can't
4
add up.
11.
4 and 11. So the Russos, as per, struggle.
Yeah, I don't
think
know what's going on.
Ladder's going to flip a fair bit. I don't think.
No, I don't disagree. But there's a common denominator here yet again, and it is it is Cranbourne West's Alex, Adrian, and Nicholas just bringing the league down into disrepute.
Div 2 candidates?
Yeah, well, if we had a relegation system, I think they'd all be. It would be not even 1 in, 1 out. I think there'd be a question asked whether we actually drop 2.
You reckon we should merge with Div 2? Maybe that'd be fucking interesting, wouldn't it?
Oh, can you imagine having pick 20 in the first pick?
I'm saying like do the merge of Div 1, Div 2, and relegation.
I did that in my other NBA league. We had it 2
Nightmare.
12-team leagues.
Was it shit?
Yeah, ended up. I left because I'm like,
Yeah.
I dropped down. I dropped down after the 5th year, and it's like I don't know anyone in this league, so I left
Oh,
after
that
1 year. I'm like, this is shit.
That's fair. Okay, so now that that's been done, well done to all the winners of this week. Let's actually talk the trade because they are absolutely need to be discussed about. Thank you, Larry. We do need to have a bit of a chat about them because they were some massive. It was
Huge.
how many messages do you reckon were going around the inbox? Like not only in the fantasy inbox, but to separate messages. Like hundreds. Had to be hundreds.
I was getting from Gibbo and Adrian. I was getting a fair few, but Adrian was going through points where he wouldn't respond for a while, and he'd message you back and go, "Sorry, mate, I've been responding to 8 other people." So everyone was coming for blood. Everyone seemed to have
I
their
liked it.
their finger in the pie.
Yeah, fucking oath. The other league, the Div 2 trades a fair bit actually, and it's really, really good. But I tell you what, when our boys they fucking trade. Like, you know, why trade?
I don't know how you
18
even
of your players out.
I don't even know how you piece that together. Gibbo was messaging me because he offered me the LeBron deal.
Sorry,
Oh.
Fucking fell.
No, we're going well here.
The thing was, he said, "Oh shit!" before the thing even fell.
Oh fuck me.
Gibbo was messaging me. He messaged me the deal early on. He said, "Do you want a deal for LeBron?" And I said, "Oh, I don't. Yeah, but who? Like, send me a deal." And he goes, "Give me a tick." And like 45 minutes later, text me through his deal. But he said, "I'm waiting on Adrian because we got something cooking."
Right. So on that point, because we got the millions of people on the podcast, should we run through the trade? Because this was at 1:19 p.m. and then another trade went at 1:20 p.m.
Well,
and then
this was
another
part of
trade-
the thing. This was
Yeah,
part of
he's
the
working
thing
hard
too.
at
So
work.
Then another trade went at 4:30 p.m. But it's really funny your brother mentioned that because the trade he did with Adrian, no one between you and him went against each other. So I don't understand why he was waiting on Adrian.
he was He said to me he wanted to see Kyrie finish the game healthy because Kyrie was playing during this whole conversation, and he was obviously a key
fair.
part of the deal.
Don't
So
mind
I'm
it.
like, let's do the deal. I'm not fucking sitting on this. And he's like, nah, we'll do it after Kyrie's game because I'm not taking him if he gets injured.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck. So I just sit there
So-
for 2 hours going, I'm going to get LeBron. Am I getting LeBron? Am I getting LeBron?
Div
And
1
then
and
he
Div 2, I want to read you because this is what we talk about in fantasy, how it makes the blood boil. And everyone in Div 1 will appreciate this. This was the sheer panic that was coming through my text messages on a Saturday
Oh,
afternoon.
what were you getting?
Right? I'll tell you what I'm getting.
Yeah,
This is from Blair Gibson, everyone. He thought it was from someone else. No, this is definitely from Blair. So, first of all, he goes, let me find. Fuck, we text a bit. Just got it. That's a bit weird. Gibb just offered me LeBron. This is just something I won't read them all. I hope these deals are fair. I'm sick of shit ones. Gibb taking on 2 injury risk guys is so stupid. Yada yada. Gibb just offered me LeBron for Ingram and Van Vliet. Right? And then he said this. He just sent the LeBron offer, wants Irving and Ingram. And I said it was actually pretty good. I did say, I said...
I didn't backst. I don't think
fine.
I talked it down then.
No. You never
I think I
talked
said it's
it down.
fair.
You never
Yeah.
talked it down.
The 2 injury prone blokes.
No,
Because he did. That was with Van Fleet.
Yeah. All right, and I said...
He's not injury prone. He's just a boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an eye
This is
poker.
games, right?
Yeah.
He goes, I'm so torn. Fuck me, mate. I don't know what to do. If it's rape, he'd do it in a second. But you know how fantasy works. This is all Blair. 2 guys averaging 25 and 30 and outdoing one averaging 36. And then he stopped texting me. And then he wrote this randomly. Kill me. This shit makes me lose hair.
There's a lot of noise there, isn't there?
I'm like, mate, just fucking take it. It's fine. And then he goes, I've accepted. I'm like, oh, good. And I look on the app. He goes, no, I'm just waiting on Gibb. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, so I
here?
said to Gibb, fucking send the deal, cunt. Like, I'm taking it. And then he goes, nah. I'm waiting on Kyrie and I'm waiting on this deal with Adrian and I'll do them the same time. And I'm like, oh, fuck, now I've got to sit on this. I sat on it for 3 hours.
Yeah, this is
Like,
the
I
thing,
literally
right?
stared at my computer for 3 hours like, am I getting LeBron? Am I getting LeBron? Am I getting LeBron?
And this, he goes, this will be my first ever NBA deal. I'm fucking petrified. I feel like I've had a line. I've had 2 lines now. I'm sweating. My heart is racing. Don't say anything. I'm waiting for confirmation. I'm like,
I don't think you responded to any of these texts, by the way.
I was just letting him roll. It was fucking hilarious. Anyway, so the trade, the big one. The biggest trade of the year for sure. Probably will be as well. Adrian receives Nick Claxton, Paul George, No, the other way. Sorry.
I was going to say.
Adrian got
Yeah,
rid
hang
of.
on. What's going
Adrian
on?
got rid of. Adam received Nick Claxton,
Jesus
Paul
Christ.
George, Donovan Mitchell, and LaMelo Ball. And Adrian received Victor Wembanyama, Kawhi Leonard, Aldama, and Cameron Johnson. Now, on face value, if you look at the names, you would probably say Adam won the trade between Claxton, George, Mitchell, and Ball. I think everyone is.
I think he just won the trade.
Hang on. But I will. Yeah, I mean, he did. But the other thing
I'm not saying for the team purposes. I'm saying just on paper, I reckon you would
Oh,
say
yeah,
it's
sorry,
slightly
yes.
skewed towards Gibbo.
Yeah.
anyone that has got, though, and this is why I do respect what Adrian did, but the question is now, is it too late? Anyone that has got two of the fucking
Two
first
first-round
five players.
picks.
No, they're not only
Yeah.
first round picks. He's got
Yeah.
two of
Yeah.
the first, five players.
Guys that
He's
can both average in the 40s.
Yeah, but I had that last year, and you make yourself so thin down lower that
Yeah, which is true. Very good point. So this is the part where I think that Adrian played it well. Cameron Johnson has been doing okay, but you are getting
I reckon he's been fantastic. I didn't expect this.
he's
and
25-ish average.
Yeah, 24.2.
Um,
Another 23 today.
Kawhi Leonard is still the one for me. That's just like that was a bit of a wait. I think it was good. Your brother got rid of him. He's frees up an IR spot, but I think that big trade. I think on face value, your brother probably wins it. Your brother, not mine. But I think I like what Adrian's done. Going, all right, I'm fucking throwing everything at it. Let me try and get what I can get and see what he's 0-5. Like for him to make finals now, which is virtually impossible, he's got to win 12 games out of the next 13. Not going to happen. You might as well take.
I'm not against the trade for anyone. Like for Gibbo, it probably just on looking at the trade looks better. But like for his team, it's a bit of a weird one. Like Gibbo's got to bench Ja Morant or CJ
He's got
McCollum.
5 point guards.
Can't fit them on.
He's got it. So don't listen to my opinion, but now you would think that Gibb has now got more pieces to bring in
Another
better
trade.
players, right? Another trade. So I would think now that he could probably get rid of one of his 5 PGs. So just to actually let's have a bit
Which
of
he
a
then
look at
did
Gibb.
in the following half an hour after those
which we'll
two.
get to. So then you do the trade with Gibb. So Ingram and Irving goes to Gibb. You get LeBron, and that means now you've got LeBron and AD, which is an unbelievable combo. Then he gets rid of Garland and brings in RJ Barrett, which I thought was a great trade by Doss.
Triple
and
position too.
Adam.
I was going to say, Gibbo,
Perfect.
this is the problem with Gibbo. Everyone knew his hands were tied, and I knew Gibbo was going to Doss, and I'm like, Doss is going to clean up here because Gibbo's got
But
no option.
I like RJ Barrett.
I think RJ Barrett's fine, and he's got the triple position, but I just think for Doss, if you look at Doss's team, his team got better doing that trade. Where did Gibbo's team get
Garland's so up and down though. He'll score
Yeah, that's
40
fair.
one day and 4 the next.
better? He scored 21. He scored 1 2 games ago.
So
21
you-
today. Well, maybe it's worked out for both.
I think that's pretty even.
I thought it was when it came through. I thought that's a great trade. Makes complete sense on both sides. And that was all in the space of 3 hours. So some big moves. The question I got for you guys. He's only
Did you dip your toe in, Nath or Alex? Like, were you a part
I
of
did.
any of these texts? Or...
Adam tried to get a couple of people off me because he's trying to get rid of some of those guards, but I didn't buy it.
Didn't buy it?
Yeah. And your brother.
Did you go close at all, Alex, or what
We
were
had a
you running?
conversation, and we publicly pointed out. I just want to make the record very clear.
Oh, you
I
were
never-
Zion or some rubbish,
I
weren't you?
never wanted Zion. That's not where I was getting at, right? What I asked Adam, and I think he maybe looked at it the wrong way. I said to Adam, are you trying to offer me a trade because you want someone I really have, or are you trying to get rid of Zion? And I think he assumed that I meant
Oh, like,
want
I'll be
Zion.
interested in Zion.
No,
yeah.
that's because I said I don't want to touch Zion. But we offered a couple of things. With Adrian, didn't get close. Harrow didn't get close. But yeah, there was a lot going down this week. But I think that, to be honest, there probably still will be more to come. I was talking with Harrow yesterday, and I don't think he will trade him. But, Harrow's got to still get Porzingis to come back. He's going to be back in 2 to 3 weeks. If Harrow's out of finals, is he going to be trying to fucking boost himself up as quick as possible? Don't know. It could be another few names.
At the end of the day, are we saying out of the 3, well, there was my team involved, Doss's team.
There's 4 teams.
Gibbo and Adrian. Who broke even, who won, who lost out of the 4? Do you know, did everyone break even? Like, what do you think?
Adrian, Adam, had the best hand out of all that.
I think he did, yeah. Did he held on, like, did he make the right deal with me, or should have he held on to LeBron?
And you've turned into Alex there, can't you?
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Did he make the right deal, or did he turn, or should have he kept LeBron?
I
Nah,
don't wonder because he's so stacked at guards. Like he was just going to have 30s coming out his ass all the way up to small forward. It's at small forward and power forward that Adam's in trouble. But if you can trade one or two of them for someone,
Yeah.
he's going to have a
Yeah.
deep team. He's not going to have any dude who's going to score him 50 every day, but he's just going to have guys across the board who just get 30s. And
Yeah,
that'll
his
win
starting
you.
lineups is very like. Yeah, you're right. He's going to get 30s everywhere.
Yeah.
the only thing that I would say with your brother that I copped a lot of stick for last year, and I know that he made massive deals and brought a lot of plays back, is you never get rid of your first round pick. He doesn't have one now, right? So is that going to hurt him? Now, in saying that, he's got a lot better in the mid tier range now with those trades. But that'll be interesting to see what happens with Adam.
I think
no.
Adam can score 300s for fun if he's got 8 of his players on the board in form.
If he gets away with a couple random scores from that
Yeah.
power forward center position,
Yeah.
and I think he can roll Paul George in power forward and Barrett in power forward.
Yeah.
So he's just got he's got Zubat. I think Gibbo is one of those teams that could definitely fight back, and even if he doesn't get enough wins, he's going to put up some massive weeks where he just shits on people.
So that actually brings me to sort of the conversation before. Actually, you know what?
So did Adrian make it? Adrian? Yes, no?
No.
What are we saying about Adrian?
I want to talk about the finals position because I think we can start that conversation. But let's go through the fixture first. Then we'll talk about the ladder. Actually, we'll go through the ladder first. How does that sound? The ladder's probably better. And then we'll talk about finals now. It probably makes more sense. All right. So, first, on top. Lordy, Taco J, 5-0. The only undefeated man. Well done, Dossel. Jeez, he can fucking play fantasy, this bloke. He's going to probably get a very big
I'm
hard
sick
on
of him,
listening
to be
this.
honest. I'm sick of the Lizard, and
No,
I'm sick of
I
Jake.
respect
I'm
it.
sick of them both.
I respect it. Very, very. He's unbelievable. He's going well in NFL, even though it's completely irrelevant to this podcast. But this guy,
We actually had a few text messages going back and forth, me and Lizard, this week, and he actually isn't as a little bit nervous on his team. He thinks he's lacking some star power outside of Tatum. Thinks he doesn't have he doesn't have the 30 average scorers that he requires.
But he just picks up an extra 800 points
Yeah,
in waivers every
from
week.
waivers because I don't know how he does it. Unbelievable.
Well, I don't understand where he's thinking that. I mean, I can get it. He sees his team every day.
'Cause
That's just what he told me. That's what he
He's
told me.
struggling, that's why.
Well,
Yeah.
in saying that, do you want to know something funny? And he only just now is behind Nath on points against being the lowest. But in saying that, his points for are the highest. So it doesn't really
points
matter.
for
It's
is what
irrelevant.
tells you.
Yeah. He's gonna. If you've got the points for, you're in good areas.
All right, so Tucker J still on fire. Probably going to be another win next week. Blairy, great win against me. You're 4-1. Very, very good. 6-man. Also 4-1.
Dan 4 on the trot too. 4 wins on the trot.
Yeah, big work from Danny Boy. And then we see Nathan Powlos 4-1. But in saying that, he's not really. I mean, he's only now. Nathan, you're only just looking here. You're only about the 100, 200 points against difference now, as opposed to last week, which was about 400. So,
Yeah.
and you got. Well, you did lose. So, going to be interesting to see how that goes. Then you've got myself at 3-2. Then you've got Chico at 2-3. So there's 6 teams right now. There is 18 games in our season. You need to win 12 to make finals, which means that and there's 5 rounds already gone. So there's 13 weeks left, right, to make a run.
A lot of time.
Let's talk about the people not in the 4, if we can, because the people in 4, they've already won 4 games. They've only now got to win 8 more out of 13. You'd think that's probably going to happen considering their team structure. Myself, I'm 3-2. So I'm still borderline. I've got to get another 9 games out of 13. Chico, he's getting into areas now where he can definitely do it. He's got 2 games. He's got to win 10 more out of 13. That's a big fucking stretch of wins. So, and for me,
It's
as well,
doable.
It's still. We've talked about this, Alex. I know you go hard, but I went 6-0 in my NFL fantasy league, and I've gone 1-6 since, and I'm going to miss playoffs. And I've got probably the second best team in it, and sometimes you just get up. I can't mentally recover from this either. I'm broken.
All right, so let me ask
So
you
I've
these
lost
4
again today.
questions.
I'm broken.
4 questions I've got for you. At 1 win, can Nick's team make finals? No.
No,
Thank
I
you,
don't
Nathan.
think Nick's. I think
At one
one team below Josh is a minute chance to make it. One of them will push, I reckon, but I don't know which one. But one will get up there. Maybe battling for 6th, 5th, 4th. One of them will climb, I'm telling you. It won't be all of those 4 guys down the end at the end. Like, they won't all be sitting there, I don't reckon. I reckon one makes
Do
a
you
run.
think it could now be Adrian with 2 first-rounders in his list? Do you reckon he can make a comeback?
Well, Adrian does have the best points for down the bottom, and he scored more than Nath on the season.
But does that change now that half his team's different?
Nah,
Yeah, that
it's
is
the same.
true.
Oh, you mean moving forward, probably.
Yeah.
So playoff percentage chance, according to ESPN, the bottom 4 teams have an under 10% chance. So it's going to be really, really close. At the moment, ESPN believes 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Well, Chico's just out, but can probably get back with a winner. The most likely to get that 4th spot, the 3rd spot. But I think, I think you and Braden are probably not going to miss the 4 now. I wouldn't have thought. Dan is 4-1. Definitely got to give him his flowers, but jury's probably still a little bit out with that points against.
Adam's real keen in the chat saying I won from 1 and 5.
That's very true.
you
No,
go.
it's very true. But he also, and like I said, I'm not disrespecting him. I still think that everyone can maybe make it, but fuck
Oh,
me.
you can't. You didn't say that. You said no one can make it down the bottom.
Yeah, 0 and 2,
No,
your
you
season's
didn't.
done.
Yeah.
0 and 2, and your season's
yes.
done.
0
Yeah.
and 2, yes. I just don't see how people.
One of those guys
Yeah.
from 7, 8, 9, 10 will be, with 2 weeks to go, mathematically a chance to make the 4. I guarantee you.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. I guarantee you. I'm not saying they're going to make it, but on mathematics, there'll be, whether they have to win the last 2 and they need someone to lose 1 and 1, one of those bottom 4 will be capable of making the finals 2 weeks out.
Braden and Blair will start at the top, and from there it's sort of, obviously the next 4 have got the best chance, but there'll be a bolter, and one of the next, like someone from Dan down to Chico, one of us 4 will drop down, and they'll come up.
Okay. It's interesting. I like it. This is what the podcast is all about, this analysis. You don't get this analysis anywhere else. Okay. Very interesting.
Because the trade will pay off for someone, and they'll
Yeah,
shoot
I
up.
agree. Where one of those 2, something's going to happen there where Wemby starts going off and fucking Kawhi comes back and averages 35 or the other way around. Gibbo starts smashing it with ball and gets in a run. Like, if Gibbo can win this week and go 2 and 4, and then he gets all his players back the next week, 3 and 4. Like, Dan's won 4 in a row. Why can't Gib win 4 in a row?
No, I'm not saying he can't, but I'm saying Gib can win 4 in a row, but he's also relying on everyone above him losing.
Yeah, that's
So a lot of
that's
things have to,
obviously
a lot of things have to work out, right? So it's not about.
There's always one bolter every whatever fantasy season it is. There's always one person that'll bolt out and stay on top. Like 98% of the time, which looks like it's probably going to be Braden. How he's pretty good at fantasy.
Yeah, look, I'm definitely not disagreeing with you, but I'm just trying to do it from a mathematical perspective. 12 wins makes finals, always had. These people the next 13 weeks need to win 11 to 12 games. It's fucking unbelievable. They have to go on a hot run.
I think I reckon just one. One of them will go on a run. Don't know which one, but one
You
goes on a
reckon
run.
one of those bottom 4 teams are going to win 12 of the next 13?
I think they'll win. One of them will win more than 10 games.
Yeah. I reckon, as we
And
said, I
they'll
reckon
push
one
for
will
it.
be mathematically possible with 2 weeks out.
That's
to
why we
make
love it,
finals.
boys. It'll be interesting, that's for sure. Now, I mean,
Who do you
I
think
don't
it's going to
believe
be, Nath? If it's someone, who do you think it is? Yeah,
Adam.
so do I. I think it's Adam.
Yeah, that's probably fair. After the trades this week, I definitely think it would also be Adam. I think
And then
Adrian's
my
still-
next favourite after that's probably Harrow if he gets everyone back. And
Yeah. I agree
Porzingis
too.
is going to come back and fill that Embiid void. No problem. You think?
He
He's
needs
not
Embiid. Harrow needs Embiid to play. Only miss another 8 games the rest of the year. That's the only way. Like Harrow.
Yeah, for Harrow to get on a run.
He's
yeah.
coming from 40 lengths back on the outside.
Okay, bit of a
But
week's job, I
it's
reckon.
a chance. Like
Yeah, small chance, small chance. Well, he's not dead and buried according to ESPN yet, so we'll see how it forms out. All right, let's go to the matchups. Last thing before we wrap up. So tomorrow, matchup 6. First of all, we've got Jake versus Blairy. I'm happy to run through this one first. So, I mean, probably having a look at it, guys. I mean, I'll take a look at your. I can't share my screen because I'm on my fucking phone using my useless internet. Having a look at it here, you've gone to Van Vliet's gone all week. Is that correct?
I haven't heard anything. So did he get suspended?
He got
You'd think he
suspended
would.
for 4 games, but it doesn't have him
I haven't seen
That's
it. Did he
out.
actually? So he actually did get suspended.
He got suspended.
He got ejected, and then they said they were going to investigate it or something. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, maybe I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Sorry, I didn't think that. Yeah. Anyway, he's going to get suspended. I don't know if it's only going to be for one game, Blair. I think they're going to make an example of him. He's already been fined for abusing refs in the fucking. Remember that? Oh, geez, that was great. Love to watch that video. So Van Vliet probably out. So the problem that Harrow still has is
Cat's questionable with a calf tomorrow, and he's had calf issues before.
Yeah, so they're probably going to, and they're going to Denver, so they probably won't play him.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to be. I don't know. What do you think? You tell me.
I'm nervous this week. I think Harrow gets Barnes back. If he gets Cunningham playing and maybe gets a game or two out of Embiid, I'm a bit nervous. I think this is a tough week for me. I've had a pretty good run so far with scoring, so I'm probably due for.
It looks like a tight schedule between you. Harry might have one or two more on you.
Yeah, I sort of had a look and I thought, God, I get him on day 2 by a fair bit, but then it evens out again after that. So I think it's reasonably close schedule-wise, so it's going to probably depend on who doesn't play.
So Cade's day-to-day. Towns is day-to-day for you two. Embiid's still out. Porzingis still out, obviously. And Zach Ede is still out as well.
I think I should win. Like, I should actually win based on the teams, but I'm just a little bit nervous. I drop back down. This is my off week, I think, this one coming.
Well,
but
you didn't score 1,000
You
this
place
week.
your tips.
You didn't score 1,000 this week. Harrow scored 1,000
Yes, I
this
did.
week. And you did. You just did, sorry.
Yeah.
Harrow did score over 1,000 comfortably this week. That would automatically indicate to me, especially with him and his record and the fact he's still got injuries, that he's probably not going to do it 2 weeks in a row, which means for me, you probably win.
Okay.
That's what I would say. However, Cat would be a big out if he misses tomorrow and Cade comes back. That's going to get Harrow on the board really well. France has been falling out.
I'm going to go with you, but tentatively, because if Fred and Cat miss
yeah,
a few, then you're tied as. If they both play, then I think you win by 100 and a bit.
Okay. Tell you what, if the Harrington pulls 2 in a row off and Porzingis comes back...
God, he's got his receipts too, doesn't he?
Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, I know I say it often about the Magic, but Paolo is still gone for 4 to 5 weeks. If Franz keeps this up, he's going to be fucking scoring big. It's going to be an interesting time. All right, well, Natho, let's go to your fucking
Jeez, we've got a little matchup here. Didn't realise. Nath versus Alex. Oh, well, I might as well go through this, boys.
Yeah, go through it. Talk me through what you're thinking, Blairy.
Nath, I think you are looking decent this week. In general, before I realised that Luca is going to miss, how many games do we know?
He'll miss this week, I reckon.
So if Luca misses this week, I don't even think we need to talk much more because Alex gets Joker back for a full slate, and I think you're going to struggle because if you can't get Luca in there getting 35s, which is nowhere near what Joker's getting, but still he's capable of scoring 50s.
Yeah, it's better than a 12.
If you can't get that playing 3 games, and how many games you got with Joker this week, Alex?
3.
Any idea? 3 games. So what's that? 160 points. It's probably done. I think. Like you're going to struggle.
I'm going to have some dudes play good weeks. The only thing that gives me even half a chance, I think I've maybe got 3 or 4 more guys than him across the week, but that's about it.
You probably have to get lucky on the waivers a bit. You look like you got 3 you're going to try and bring in tonight.
I'm definitely paying $2.20 and Alex is about $1.40, I reckon.
Yeah. I think I'll tip Alex having Joker back myself. I can't. Alex, most weeks Joker's not injured or playing. You're going to have to probably tip him.
Well, I mean, I'm only going to tip myself only because Durant is back as well. So, and he.
Oh, you got Durant back too. Well, fuck, Nath's in a bit of strife.
Tuesday. So I think if Doncic was playing and Ayton was playing, I'd definitely think a bit closer. You'd probably have to say just on injuries, maybe not on form. It would have been pretty interesting, but that means if that is the case, we will see. I don't know. I'm not going to say where I'm going to win. I'll tip myself because that's what I bloody do.
Can I just say, what the fuck is Josh Hart doing this year?
Oh, it's disgusting. He's a fucking weasel. He's a weasel.
Player is averaging 30.
He's the 3rd best small forward in the comp for fantasy, behind LeBron and Tatum.
It's interesting.
Josh Weasel Hart.
And I drafted him in the 11th round, right? That could almost be pick up on the draft, I think.
Well, I think it is. It is. It can't be beat.
I'm sticking with Josh Giddey.
Oh, fuck.
It's not Josh Giddey.
I'm kidding. Josh Hart, I'm actually quite surprised because considering McCall's there and considering that Towns got brought in, it's just like, what the fuck? This guy's going ballistic.
Well, it's because he has 9 shots a game and gets 8 of them in,
Yeah.
and then he gets 9 rebounds and then doubles every second game.
And he's not defending as much as he used to because OG's helping him a bit. I think OG
Yeah.
and Hart are almost the most consistent players on that team at the moment.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. OG playing pretty well.
He's had 9 games over 30.
It's fucked.
He would have had 9 games over
weasel.
30 in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
The
literally. Yeah,
He's gone through patches. There's always been patches where someone in previous years have held on to him for 4 to 6 weeks because he has little runs like this,
Yeah.
but not over this fucking length. Like,
It's
it's
crazy.
ridiculous. He's getting averaging 38 minutes a game.
All right.
I'm tipping to the commissioner. Sorry, Nath.
Yeah, I'm too, so.
We'll see.
The trade matchup:
Yeah, the Dust Bowl.
Schnoz versus my brother.
Yeah. It's just, isn't it?
I'll let you
funny
talk
where
us
we
through it,
have
Alex.
both having brothers that have as low as an IQ as they do. Now they're playing each other in fantasy. It's incredible.
I just love that they've done that big trade and now they're versing each other the week.
It
off
was
the
well
trade.
timed. It was very, very well timed. So
Your brother's only missing Kawhi by the looks, where Gibbo has no Zion, no Paul George, still holding on to Wendell Carter like it's his child. Nick Richards looks out. McCullum, they're saying he might play this week, and Morant looks out for this week. So
I thought McCullum's back tomorrow, isn't he?
listed as questionable for tomorrow's game.
Okay.
So
He's said
maybe.
questionable a few games in a row, I think.
Yeah, and same with Jar, questionable, missed the last 8 games due to his hip. How would you know?
Adrian,
Do they rush Jar
Adrian.
back too? Pippin's playing well.
Pippen, he's playing well. He's done really well for me on my team. No,
So Gibbo's still got donuts everywhere. Where your brother's only got Kawhi, which he knew he was bringing in as a donut.
Well, if we're being genuinely honest about the whole contest this week, the fact that Gibb has that many outs and Adrian has a very healthy Victor and a healthy Giannis, forget it. It's no chance Adam can win, can he? And fuck Adam.
I agree.
I
He
know
can't
you're
win.
listening, mate. If you beat Adrian this week with your outs, I will get here and say I was wrong about you and I'm fucking sorry. And you never hear me say that, but fucking good luck to you. And Adrian, if you are 0-6 with those two on your team, just fucking pay the money now, mate. Honestly, don't.
Gibbo,
just
Yeah,
pay
if
the
you can't
slabs.
beat Gibb this week, you're in trouble.
do the Gibson name proud, Gibbo, and do not lose to these scumbag Russos because
Okay,
they belong in
CJ
the toilet, mate.
CJ and Jar are back. Should get a centre back and maybe PG. So, yeah, apparently he might be a chance. But if that's not the case, I'm sorry. That's
The problem is he's already, if those boys don't get up tomorrow, he's already a game short of them because they're playing tomorrow.
And there's one day off this week where nobody's
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
of
why
course,
is that?
Of course.
It's Thanksgiving. NFL, day of NFL.
Yeah,
No, Thanksgiving,
day of
it's
NFL.
like 4 games in a row of NFL.
Yeah, it's so good. The Giants and Cowboys, like everyone in the country is going to watch that.
Hey, you just got to get around the lines, mate. Every Thanksgiving, it's a tradition, Anzac Day sort of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's true. I do forget that. So, good luck, Adrian. You are my tip this week.
Yeah, Adrian for me.
Yeah, Adrian.
All right. This here
Even though
is
Adam's staunchly saying in the chat that it's not going to happen. But
He's going to win by 150, he reckons.
Yeah, they've announced CJ. So CJ is back, he reckons. So we'll see.
They've announced
I'm
CJ. Geez, the
That's
app's
what he's
slow
telling me.
sometimes, isn't it?
That's what he's telling me. All right, this for me is matchup of the round. Chico and Dan. So we got Dan who's 4-1. Chico, in terms of
Yep.
power rankings at the moment, over 2 1100s in a row. Absolutely flan. Looking really, really good. I think for me, fuck, Dan just turns up though, doesn't
Dan
he?
easily.
Yeah, it makes me sick.
Ooh.
I tell you one thing I wish ESPN had was like a player counter, so you could see
Yeah.
how many people got each week when you go into your matchup, how many games you've had starting.
You reckon we should do? Oh no, wait. Well, fuck the stats. I was gonna say 1 year on sleeper, but anyway.
Well, sleepers, multiple positional players is totally different. Nearly every second player's got 3 positions.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. So, Nath, you reckon Dan easily?
I've just quickly flicked through their week, and I mean, this is not actually counting, but just looking. But it looks like Dan's got a couple more people, and
Yeah.
Chico had some big scores out of some waivers in both the last couple of weeks, and I mean, he could get lucky and keep going, but I can't see him still pulling 140 out of Andrew Wiggins.
And
I
he's had
agree. Let
De'Aaron
me just-
Fox absolutely firing too.
Yeah,
I mean, I look at Chico's team and I think, and I said it last week, but I look at his team: SGA, De'Aaron Fox, James Harden. He's got also Pirtle. He's got Sengun. He's got
But
fucking.
that's it.
What do you mean? That's it. There's about 7 players averaging over.
Yeah,
Did you mention Harden?
There. Yeah, I
But-
did mention Harden.
most teams have got 4 or 5 dudes averaging around 30, or
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then I think Kuz has been a really big down for him. Like,
Oh, he's been a
Kuz
bust
should have
for
been
the
so
pick.
much better
Bust.
than.
6
But
rounds.
Pirtle's been massive.
Chico's missing Beal and Bridges this week
Yeah.
too by the look, so that's going to hurt him because they're probably those guys that do score 25 for him.
I think Beal and Durant are both back Tuesday. By looking at this, they've been training together, so he may come back this week. Hope maybe that doesn't change things, but we'll see. But anyway,
I hope
think Chico's
Chico
gotta win
wins.
this
You
to
think
have-
Chico's going to win?
No, I said he's got to win this.
Oh, yeah.
To push hard for finals. If he loses this, being double losses to wins, it's hard.
Well, that's the problem. Yourself, me, Dan, and Doss, we have to start probably losing a couple the next
Well,
month.
not only
Otherwise,
that-
you're right, Alex, as you said, if the three of us keep winning, it's like, yeah, you're right, teams aren't going to catch us.
well, if you have a look at it, right, and this is what I was trying to say before, Adrian and Adam are the only ones in that bottom 2 playing each other. Jake's got you, Blair, right?
Yeah, so swing game. They're a swing game.
The swing game, right? So that's fine. Nick's got Doss. Probably going to lose, you would think. Which means that now, that contention, I think 2 or 3 of the teams will still only be on 1 or 0 games. So I think after next week, my tip is there's maybe 6 teams left. That's it. After 6, I think that's it, but we'll see. Without further ado, should we go
I'm
to our
tipping
last
Dan.
game?
You guys got Dan?
I got Dan, yeah.
Yeah.
I got Josh, but
Not by a
Dan.
massive margin. I think Dan will squeeze him by 50, maybe 100.
Dan might actually have to do waivers this week.
Yeah.
yeah, I got Josh, but look at my record. I'll probably fucking get that wrong anyway. Do you want to take us through the last one, Mr. Producer?
I think Lizard just gets him on IQ, really. That's it. It's just an IQ quiz, and I think Nico will not win. He's missing. Oh, he's got Ben Simmons, Powell, not great guys. Gordon, Banchero, got O's where your roster's a bit handcuffed, and the Lizards only got DeJounte Murray out, who's actually a chance to play midweek. They're saying, so he could be.
League.
Yeah, he could be full list the Lizard. Nath, have you had a bit of a look at their
Flicking
rough
through
schedule?
now.
Yeah, how's it
think-
look?
Well, they haven't fully done their teams yet, so I'm just trying to. Pretty even. I mean,
Bro,
the problem is there's a fair few of Nick's dudes who, like you said, have got donuts next to them. Who are
That's
in
the thing,
team
because
today, so-
I think Lizard's been quite up with his scores. So when you do that, especially in NBA, you're going to have that 1 or 2 bad weeks because you don't have the schedule. But Nick
I think-
probably can't
I
cover
think-
it either way. He's got too many outs.
Yeah, and Lizard's going to score 300 on the waivers, so it's just going to make up for anything.
Yeah. Just again, I think Lizard's going to be tough to beat.
Anthony Simmons is killing poor Nico, but
Yeah, Nick has been a bit stiff.
oh,
It has.
like most of his good players have had down years. Like Anthony Edwards has been okay, but not as good as he could be. Bam's been a bit down. Michael Porter Jr. has been okay, but like he's relying on Kobe White and like all these guys just trying to pick up the slack.
As you know, though, like guys like Simmons, like especially in fantasy, volume shooters don't tend to work,
Not
and
in
that's
our league,
that's Edwards and that's Simons,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call him.
and Kobe
shooters
White and Trey Young.
Yeah.
And, although Trey
I
gets
mean, to be honest, there is an element of it. Like Gordon's averaging 25, Banchero's averaging 35. He's really missing that.
Yeah.
That injury's probably
Yeah,
fucked
he's
him
in
a
trouble
lot,
just
to be
by
honest.
those boys.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I think Braden wipes the floor with him, to be honest. We sort of probably at the top, mind you, I'm not at the top, so don't get upset, chat. At the top, you want Braden to start losing. We want to make the top spot a bit of a fucking competition. If he fucking keeps running away with it, it's going to be a bit tough. But yeah,
I hope he falls apart in finals. That's all we can pray for.
Yeah, that's absolutely. So, without further ado, is that it, Blair? We got anything else we need to? Oh, I've got something I need to announce to fucking old mate.
Oh, what have you got?
In Div 2? Tyler Thompson
2?
beat me this week. The old concreter. Now, Tej, you did very well. You've beaten me. Well done. I don't think your side's better than mine, but the fantasy gods are with you this week, so well done, pal. Fucking enjoy it and deserve it. And go and fucking box up or screech some fucking exposed ad. Yeah, weak cunt. Anyway, that was me. What else? I think that's it. I think that's it for me. I think I'm all good.
I'll give a little. I'll just give a little congratulations to Richo in NFL. Probably going to set the yearly record this week. Giving me, I think I've got the third best score of the week, and I'm losing by about 70.
If he gets over 200, Blair, is that one of those things you put on Twitter and hope fucking ESPN picks it up and goes, "Wow, what an amazing week"? I've never seen anyone.
It's
score over
it's
200.
either that or they take it as this league is full of retarded people, and that's why. So it's a mixed bag.
Yeah, but in saying that, you did score 130 still. You're not that retarded.
Yeah. But I don't know. There could be a touch of.
Nathan, you reckon you have a
handicap.
chance to get into NFL next year with Chico potentially withdrawing? Like, is that something that interests you?
Is Chico actually withdrawing? Is that a?
He's not. He doesn't love it.
Oh, he doesn't. Is that just because he doesn't watch it, or?
Yeah, I don't think he really has time. He's got too
I
much
mean-
shit.
Oh, he's got so much on, Chico. Fuck off. Don't think he has time. 38 hours a week on COD, he doesn't have time.
I can have a look into it, but I don't. I'm like Chico. I'm lucky to watch one game a week, I reckon.
Yeah, but Paul, let me make you understand something. Michael Richardson is at the top of the power rankings at the moment. If that doesn't say that you need to fucking watch it, I don't know what does, really. I'm not going to lie. But
And he really enjoys it too, Richo.
Well, it's always good when you're winning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
We've seen what happens when Dan loses for us.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. All right, well, lads, this has been fantastic. I think it's time we bloody wrapped it up. Nathan, thank you very much. Good luck
Thanks, Nath.
this week, mate.
Thanks, boys.
Mate, what do the fantasy gods say, Blurry?
Well,
Boys, may the fantasy gods be with you, especially me tomorrow in my NFL league when I need Derrick Henry to score less than 15. So I know it's a different league, but that's my season in the Dust Bowl if that doesn't happen.
Okay. Good luck.
To this league,
Might join Adrian.
Toe, I love you. I want to boof you, but I hope I absolutely destroy you this week, mate. That's it, boys.
All right.
Another great app. Enjoy the night, lads.
Don't forget.
Now he's
Oh, he's gone!
every night, oh, that's
He
sweet
needs
like
to come
it's
back.
so. Sleep and sleep, baby, I know that's that me, Espresso. Move it up, down, right, oh, spit out like Nintendo. Sleep and sleep, baby, I know that's